Hello there, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a skill you use, well, pretty much every single day, probably without even thinking about it. That skill is comparing and contrasting. So let's dive in and see how getting good at this can make you an even sharper thinker. To get our brains warmed up, let's start with a really simple question. How are a cat and a dog alike? And how are they different? Just take a second to think about that. You got it? Okay. Whatever your brain just did there, those little mental steps, that is exactly what we're going to break down today. All right, first up, let's look at the first half of this skill, finding what's similar. This is all about spotting the connections that tie different things together. So let's get a clear definition on the table. When we compare things, we're simply showing how they're similar. That's it. It's all about finding that common ground. Let's see how this works with a couple of easy examples. First off, we can say that both cats and dogs are popular pets. See, that's a similarity. Or how about this? A bicycle and a scooter are similar because they both have two wheels. We're just focusing on what they have in common. Simple enough, right? Okay, so we've got the hang of finding similarities. Now it's time to flip the coin. Part 2 is all about that other side of the skill, spotting what makes things different. And that brings us to our second big word for the day. Contrast. All this means is showing how two or more things are different. You know, if comparing is like building a bridge between two ideas, then contrasting is like drawing a clear line that shows exactly where they part ways. Let's use our same examples to make this crystal clear. While dogs often need more training, cats are usually a lot more independent. That's a pretty big difference. And with our other example, a bicycle is powered by you, the rider, but a scooter can be electric. See how we're now zeroing in on what makes them unique? So, how do we actually show people whether we're comparing or contrasting when we talk or write? Well, the answer is all about using specific words. Let's open up your word toolkit and see what's inside. When you want to point out something that's similar, you've got these great little signal words you can use. Words like both, similarly, also, and in the same way. When someone hears these words, it's like a little flag that tells their brain, hey, pay attention, a connection is coming up. And on the flip side, when you want to highlight a difference, you've got another set of tools. Words like however, but, and while. These are super powerful signals that let your audience know you're about to switch gears and show a contrast. Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but now for what I think is the most important part, the why. I mean, why does this simple little skill actually matter so much in our day-to-day lives? Here's the real takeaway. This isn't just for writing an essay for school. Think about it for a second. Every time you choose one phone over another, or decide which movie to watch, or even try to explain your point of view to a friend, you are comparing and contrasting. Getting better at this is a real-life tool for thinking clearly and making stronger arguments. So I'll leave you with one final thought to take with you. Now that you have these tools in your mind, what are you going to compare and contrast next? The world is just full of fascinating connections and differences just waiting for you to find them. Thanks for listening.